think it's helpful to make your goals yearly, monthly, and daily. Here is the little list that I made for myself. I'll make a little document that you can fill in yourself, and if you want to make your own goals in this way, yearly, monthly, and daily, you can go ahead and fill it out. I'll make it a fillable PDF or something like that. So let's get into it. As a business owner, what I want to achieve in 2021 for my annual goals is that I want to hit a big milestone. I say this because every single person who hits this milestone is featured on our weekly mastermind, and I want to be one of those people this year. Another goal I have for the year is that I'd like to grow my team by 4 people. This means that I'll have to do a little bit of legwork, but you'll see how I achieve that later on in the video. Next up, as I mentioned, informally I guess, formally, another goal of mine is that I do want to be on a weekly mastermind that we have. We are booked up for 2021 because we're having so many people hit success, so even if I have my name in by the end of 2021, I will count that. And lastly, for 2021, I'm going to go ahead and earn 3 months at least out of the year where I earn 5 figures that month. It seems like a lot. This is a side hustle for me, as it is for a lot of younger people who are doing it. I don't have retirement savings to jump into, so I'm working full-time and I'm doing this business on the side. It sounds like a really lofty goal, but it's very doable with our system. If you don't believe me, you can check out the webinar that is linked down below in the description. People talk money and numbers right there if you're interested. Now that that's out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what my monthly goals are, so I'm breaking it down into more doable pieces. My first goal for January of this year is that I'm going to increase my ad budget by 10%. That's going to help me get that reach, and that's also going to help me hit that milestone a little bit faster. Next up for the monthly goals, I'm going to work my warm market. So people know me on Facebook personally. All my other accounts, they're just Haley Hub. So I'm going to be working my Facebook profile so that people can see my business a little bit more. If this business isn't for them, I'm going to include in the posts. If it's not for you, that's totally fine, but if you can think of a friend or family member that you think this would resonate with, send it off their way. You never know. When you ask for action, you'd be surprised what you get back in return. And it never hurts. Next up, I'm going to be reinstating a little segment that I used to do weekly, but I'm going to be making it monthly so that it can be a little bit longer and more practical. It was how to get comfortable in front of the camera. Just little videos that I would do weekly, sharing tips and tricks that I learned along the way to either mentally relax those nerves or physiologically calm those jitters. It was really helpful, but I just didn't want to do it anymore. I thought I could do bigger and better things, but they were very helpful to a lot of people, so I'm going to reinstate that. That is so that if I don't hit my milestone, knock on wood, if I don't hit my milestone, then maybe I can get on that webinar by sharing, hey, here are the tips and tricks that I've compiled for everyone. These are my top 5, for example. Lastly, for the month of January, a goal of mine is to get 200 leads. It seems lofty, but my projections for the leads that I've been getting so far, I can do it. It'll be tight, but I'm hoping with that 10% budget increase that it'll help me get that advantage I need. Annual, check. Monthly, check. All we gotta do now is just the daily goals. I really do believe in tracking your finances so you can see where you're spending your money and how much of it you have at the end of the day or end of the month. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be unsubscribing from my Spotify. It's not a big deal. It's only like $12 a month or something like that. That money is going to be going towards my ad budget, and it'll stretch things out to accommodate for the 10% that I want to increase it by. By removing those little luxuries of mine for the betterment of my future is worth it. Even though I love those jams, they're so good. It's okay. YouTube. But anyway, Next up for my daily goals is I'd like to spend 5 minutes a day doing research. Doing a little bit at a time makes it a little more fun, and it feels personally better to see the list of information growing and growing instead of spending a whole day trying to compile all this information. Lastly, I'm going to jot down ideas that inspire me, that either come organically or when I see an ad or something that stops me in my tracks when I'm on social media, I'm going to write down what elements grabbed me. I forget them and I tell myself that I do this, but I never write it down. So attraction marketing is all about finding like-minded people who want to have an online business, and if it's stopping me and I'm attracting to people like me, chances are what's grabbing me will grab them too. You made it through the business goals that I have for 2021. So that's it. As an online business owner, this is what I want to achieve annually, monthly, and daily for this year. But now, as a little bonus, I just want to insert what my personal goals are for 2021. Obviously to do more yoga and get in shape and stuff like that. I'm not even going to count that because I feel like everybody that's on our list, especially now, being at home. It's so comfy though. Anthony and I are getting married in hopefully February of 2022 if all travel allows. He is a Bahamian native, so we're going to go down there and get married in the Bahamas, which is so exciting. So my goal for the year is to get our wedding planned and also have that dish paid for. My dream honeymoon is to go to Germany in the winter. Anthony has a friend who lives there and she speaks German fluently. It would be incredible. Just nighttime, I'm a big pastry person, walking down the streets in the snow. It's the off season as well, so there wouldn't be too many tourists. And the architecture, it would be awesome. So my dream for this year is to have that wedding planned and paid for and to go on that honeymoon. That would be my dream. Yeah. So that's it. That is the end of the video. Thank you so much for your attention for this maybe 8 minutes or so. I really appreciate your time. If you got value or got motivation from this video, go ahead and click the thumbs up button. And if you're interested, I do post every single Thursday at 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, personal and business related. If you want to follow me in my journey, you can go ahead and subscribe as well. I'd love to connect with you guys. If you have any comments or ideas, topics that you'd love to explore when working online, go ahead and leave them in the comments, or you can always personally message me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, or YouTube here as well. I super look forward to hearing from all of you. And again, thanks so much for your attention. I hope you have a great evening. Bye-bye.